Hello, this is Bridget around with Divine Essentials. Right, so earlier today I saw a video from myself, and it was probably 6 years ago, and I was like, oh wow, because I forget about a lot of things, because I am pretty much just always having a lot of shit, and I'm like, that was pretty much trauma, trauma, and I'm always like, oh my god, like what the hell, because you don't know, like, usually you don't get into a traumatic situation like willingly, knowingly, like, oh yeah, okay, here we go. It just happens. And then you're like, oh, that was great. But unfortunately, they seem to be consecutive or more apt, more prone to continue to happen to people. I used to just come on, did something just go by? They're like, hi. They're like, we told her to come, she came, here she is. Probably because that's how everything is. I'm like, I would do these talks about the current energies and the frequencies and current events of psychic world, because there's a lot of weird shit, and it doesn't always come up, like, just in passing. Not everybody is like aware, and sometimes people are, but it's like they're under the wrong ideas, and there is something that's definitely gonna be coming up, I feel, because it's like I can already see it. But I don't think it's gonna have the effect that they want it to, because they're just, I don't know, people are dumb. It's like, how long are we gonna do, like, and so many people are awake and aware now that it's like laughable, some of the stuff. It's like, oh my god, like, if you don't understand, then you're just like, you stay here. Okay, we'll see you later. Some people just can't go there yet. I really do feel like there is like a split in living for some of us. Like, sometimes we may in and out of places. You're gonna know, like, you're gonna feel when you're doing what you should and what you shouldn't, and what is good and what isn't. You know what I mean? It's like, we know, but we also get stuck sometimes, or we are used to something, or allowing in new is literally, like, I saw that today too. It is just as bad of a thing to let go of for people. Like, it's just as hard as having like an alcohol like addiction. Getting out of the natural state or the normal state of being in your emotional body. So if you're like severely abused, you know, in that fight or flight type of bucket, you're addicted to it, or you're part of it. It's like the high, the low, the sad, the bad, but you can, you know, break yourself, you know, and you can have relapses, and then you can figure it out slow and go and back and forth, and it's just part of life. And sometimes it's also manipulation. You're being manipulated usually, but you get better at not being manipulated, or not letting it bother you as much as when it did, and maybe you become the manipulator. I don't know, it depends on the person. I've seen people who go through trauma and be like, you're a dick, let me do what you did. There's people that get fucking like inspired by serial. I was inspired by his work. I really liked the way that he chopped people up. So I decided I would go that way. I don't know. I think people have a thing where they are like, they see it on TV. Okay, they see these people on TV that like have these things happen, but they're like so detached from it that they don't know that like that really happens. It's not just TV. It's not like a fake doesn't happen type of thing, man. That fucking happens. There's a lot of fucked up shit out here happening currently. It's probably easier to pretend that it isn't, or to disassociate, but the fact that it's even here or present at all is like I get that there's like light and dark, good and bad, being evil and nice. I just don't get why? Like, I don't get the dark side. I mean, my darkest side is me, towards me. That's it. Like, I'm my worst enemy, towards me. I don't want to hurt anybody. And if I do, it's probably not intentional, or it's probably not anything even directly to, I probably didn't even do anything to them. They probably are just offended at existence. How dare you be alive on this planet as that person you are. I'm not a person. Don't worry about it. I'm not from here. And you know it. That's why you don't like me. You're racist towards Starseeds. They had to send us on in to save you fucking freaks. You should be nice. Give me a cookie. I don't want to be here. I already left a couple of times. That's why I'm marked with 9, because I'm done. I ain't coming back. I'm done with this place. Oh my god, something is happening, okay? First of all, first thing is, the poles have reversed. We are reversing, okay? That's a thing. There's been major chemical spells, that were predicted to the town, to the fucking exact amount, like shit thing that went down. What happened? The picture of it, same picture, same town, 1 year ago. Predictive programming. Don't watch stuff, guys. When you go through the new paradigm, like the first thing, like unplug your TV, like literally unplug the TV, because the TV is programmed with frequencies, radio stations. You are a radio station. You are dialed in on a frequency, and what you put in is going to impact you, and who you have around is going to impact you, and the world and all the motherfuckers on it are going to impact you. You may not be aware of it as much as some of us are. You may be able to go out there, deal with other people more closely, regularly. If not, you know, you may find that it's going to be harder, because it's going to intensify as you heal, or as you raise your frequency, because this is a fucking low place, man. And they do a lot to keep it low. They don't want people smart. They don't want people to like ascend. They just want people to be in the system. Do what you're told. Go to work 9 to 5. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Forever. And be happy about it. When you get, like, you know, a little bit of money to die with. That's it. And it's like, oh, what? Why are we doing that? Oh. But that's what we're doing. So we can stop being programmed by the TVs and the frequencies and the energies. And, like, you know, if you're dealing with people who suck or take your energy or lower your energy, try not to let them near you. I know it's hard sometimes, because we can love people who suck, or we can love people who don't love us and they're just weird. We can love sociopaths, we can love narcissists, we can love a lot of people that we shouldn't. It just happens. Sometimes it's like, you didn't know. You can't control who you get in this world. Like, oh, everybody? Okay, cool. And the way the world is, it makes people out that way because they want people to feel insecure, alright? You are the fucking predictor of your life. Whatever you think, speak, visualize, believe is what you will fucking have, see, know, do, attract. It can be good, or it can be bad. Usually, people believe I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not fast enough, I'm not cool enough, I'm not this enough, I'm not that enough. I'm not worthy of anything. I can't do that, I'm clumsy, I'm stupid, I'm fat, I'm a dumbass, I'm a this. you think that gets? My sister, I see her do it, like, she like puts it in. I'm like, what are you doing? You're not that. You just think you're that. Or somebody told you were that. So you do that. Don't do that. She's like, I'm clumsy. No, you're not. You're not. You just think you are. Like, you had two older sisters that, like, pushed you into shit and fucking knocked you over all the time. Like, you're not clumsy. You just had people fucking tripping you. And you're like, I'm really dumb. You might be dumb. But you're not clumsy. Not dumb either. But we would do things to make you feel that way. So you were like, And that's what we're supposed to do. But we're supposed to also, like, not do that, like, so far. You know, or believe it so far. Like, one day we're gonna be like, oh, I'm not, and then realize it and be like, I'm awesome sauce. I'm the best thing ever. Because if not, you're not gonna feel that way. You're not gonna believe that, and you're gonna let people do bad things because they are bad people. I sold my heart. I feel like people who sell their soul. I just gave my heart. This is the first thing I made with crystals and stuff. This is my idea. I was like, I'm gonna make crystal plates. First plate. And it is sodalite for communication and truth and authenticity. Silver also for intuition and connecting. And the moon. Blue calcite. It's the lighter blue. For third chakra, truth, authenticity, creativity. And then the person bought a blue ham's a hand protection, boom boom, with moonstone and shungite inside of it. Shungite is like an EMF boom boom for all the fucking shit. Well, one of the fucking shits coming at us all the time. Actually, I heard good news today. Water, right? You know how like they like do this shit out there that they do that's like, and it fucks you up. Frequencies, and it's like our frequency gets hit by it. Well, water, which we have a lot of it, it goes through the shock, right? It's gonna go through that shock of this toxic, horrible motherfucking frequency, but it repairs itself. It goes back to its original crystalline structure, but it's stronger, and it fixes itself essentially, but it's just a little bit stronger each time. And we keep fucking throwing toxic shit at it, but it's gonna get shocked and be like, wow, you're really fucked up, and then heal from it and be stronger, so when the next one comes, it may not be the same, it may be bigger, it may be harder, but you'll get back to where you need to go. And these are things that can help us to, like, lessen the shock of all that stuff. Like, oh, I expected this. Things are going nice for too long. So this one's green with shungite inside. So you can see the shungite when I use it, like out here, like in this world. It doesn't look like that. It's not see-through. It's like, this is how it looks in this world. I don't know why everything's weird. Why would that matter? What is so different up here than like this? Let me lay down. It's my magic. Moonstone. Blue is a frequency. Blue is an energy. Blue is a color. But blue is always blue. But it's got the shades, it varies, but frequencies is basically all it is. You can feel it if you let yourself, or if you fucking try. Not a lot of people, I don't know what the hell's going on. The more I think about it, the more I'm like, oh, I don't know what people are doing. I don't think they're doing anything. I think they're just out there. I don't know what the fuck, man. It's like I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot more now. I don't know. Protect yourself. Try. I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, why do we care? I'm like, just let him kill us. What why do we have to, like, do this big, long, drawn-out thing? Just do it. Like, if you really don't want us there, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be better. Not here. But, I don't know. Maybe that's part of the ploy. They're like, oh, make them think that that's gonna be great. So they just kill themselves. Maybe if I was a mastermind trying to control the population, I may tell them of a nice fairy tale land where there's a special guy like Santa for adults. And if you do bad things, he's going to plague you and kill you and torture you and rape you and all of your children's children. Okay, guys. It's a true story. That's the Lilith story. Lilith in the garden. Oh, you don't know about Lilith, huh? You didn't hear about Lilith? She's not as bad as Mary, because Mary was the whore, right? She was a street walking slut. But Lilith wouldn't be subservient to Adam in the garden. So he was like, what the fuck? And she flew away, which I thought was weird. I'm like, wait, what? And I don't think he could. Or could it? Like, because he just started complaining to the angels. So he must have been the half of humans. Like, the human half. The not fallen angel half. And then they brought in another, you know, tamer, less wild version of a being. A muggle. And he got his fucking, you know, puppet that he got. But Lilith travels around as the dark goddess. They're like, she's a demon. Like, because she said no to him. What? People are like, no. But that's like a literal thing, so. No. I don't think so yeah, God was like, oh yeah, so go get her. Like, they tried to send Lilith back to the garden when she left, because she's like, I'm not gonna be subservient to you. We're the fucking same. We are the same. And I think that was being a little bit of a stretch, because I think she was better than him. And she was like, let's treat each other equal here. You're not gonna treat me like you fucking, like, winged bitch. Come on. And he was like, so she was like, fine, fuck you, I'm flying away, and there's nothing you can do about it. And the angels were like, you gotta come back. You gotta come back. God said, if you come back, it's fine. He'll forgive you. You'll be alright. But if you don't, he's gonna, like, you know, kill all your kids forever. She still said no. And I guess God kills her kids still to this day. Who knows? But when I read that, I was like, what the fuck? And if you're the evil person, right, or the whatever person, good, bad, evil, don't matter, I think we're all a little bit of all. Bring it out in somebody easily if you really wanted to. It depends on the person too, like what's gonna get them there. Some people get there real easy. Other people are like, you did what? Okay, I guess I need to dig deep and become evil too, because you're fucked. But most of us aren't running around out here being evil. But if you were, wouldn't you, like, twist it and manipulate it in some way to make it seem like you weren't the evil, when in fact you were? It's the truth, but hey. Get some protection. Speak your fucking truth, be authentic. If you're a fucking evil doer, just say it. It's okay. I just need to know what I'm dealing with. Because when I know, I'm just like, oh, alright, we be evil. What do people get out of it? What do you get out of being evil? What do you get out of being a douche? Out of being a horrible, mean, toxic shit show? What the fuck's wrong with you? How did you get there? Who did this to you? I'm sorry that you are fucked. I too was hurt, manipulated, lied to, fucked with by people like you. However, I did not choose to become what was my, abuse. I don't want to be that. I don't like it. So, I've been figuring some things out, and I'm now in charge of my shipping stuff again, which I just never have done it, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because I used to just do the old school, like, we go and we bring our mail to the mailbox, people, and they're like, doop, doop, boop, boop, doop. And I'm like, alright, thank you, bye. But my sister, when we were shipping out a lot of stuff, got, like, self-conscious because people are assholes and don't want to fucking do their job at the mail counter. They're like, why don't you just do this at home? I'm like, because it's a fucking pain in the ass to do it at home, and it is. Not only are we packaging everything up, but we're weighing it and printing shit and fucking boop. So we can just go to the post office and dump off a big box already ready. They just gotta scan it whenever their leisurely asses get to it. And I'm like, fuck you. Do it yourself, bitches. But they were mean to her, so she, like, got a fucking printer. She got the print and tape. She, like, was like, I learned machine, like, I do all this stuff. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. It's not a big deal. It's really not. It's not a huge process thing. It's not that bad, but it's, like, something I didn't know, and I just kept, like, putting it off. And then I'd have her come, like, less often, which is obviously not a good benefit to myself, because I'm like, yeah, we'll just stretch out the shipping times to as long as possible. Great business move. But I was also not feeling well,